guys, and welcome back to Tangy Tea of Life. I'm your host, Veronica. Co-host Tawan is back, and we are out on location for this special tea tonight, guys. It is Quan's 19th birthday. Quan, do you want to show your face in the camera, please? Quan been on the show a few weeks ago, and he invited us to his birthday party. So there is Quan. Say happy birthday to him. So excited to be here with him and his friends and family. So let's get this tea started. Tonight, guys, we're going to have several topics. Tonight, we're going to start with this first topic. How young is it to get married? What's the age limit do you think is too young to start a new life with someone you plan on being with forever? That one person, married. How young do you think is too young?
How old were you when you got married?
I was 27.
My first marriage, I think I was 20. Yeah, this is my second one. My first marriage, I think I was 20. Shit, I don't even know because we low. I don't even remember. But anyway, we got married. I was in my 20s because my son was born in 95, 96, 97. But I think I got married in 97. Christian was born in 98. So something like that. But I was in my 20s, but I wasn't ready. I told him, I said, this ain't for me. Marriage is not for me. I think we need a divorce, and we divorced.
Do you think it's because it was your age, or do you think it was because you just wasn't...
I don't think it was my age, because some people mature different than others. I think it was because I just was not ready to settle down. I was still in the streets partying and going out Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and if the Hideout was jumping, I was at the Hideout on Sunday night too. So I just wasn't ready to be married. But my ex-husband, may he rest in peace because he's now deceased, he was the homebody type. Then he got baptized, and I was still partying, so we was not equally yoked
right.
at all.
He going to church, she going to the Hideout.
I'm going to the club, and he going to church. He getting up in the morning, getting the kids ready for church, and I'm hungover from the club, and I just was like, he deserved better because I wasn't that person for him. So
right. Well, that's good that you put it out there that he wasn't ready.
Right.
At least you didn't like go with the flow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And when we divorced, we remained friends. I think we were better friends than we were husband and wife.
Yeah.
So it worked out for us. I mean, it was a learning experience because, like I said, I was young and I wasn't ready to just settle down and be nobody's wife.
Right.
Especially nobody's first lady at nobody's church. Because I don't wear stockings.
Hallelujah.
I don't wear long dresses to my ankles. And I can't sit in front of no preacher with no short skirt because,
Well, not all first ladies dress like that. Some first ladies...
I'm just knowing how I dress.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't that person for him. And he did remarry. And they lived a good life until he passed. And he was happy, and I'm glad he was happy. And, the kids got along with their stepmother. So it all worked out good for...
Get the
hair right now. It all worked out good for everybody at the end.
Yeah.
But the second marriage, baby, listen, the trials and tribulations. This one, we've been married 13 years and been together for 20 years. We've been together since 2000.
Yeah.
So I guess 19 years.
Yeah.
And married 13 years. And they say for better or for worse, through sickness and health, to death do us part. And one is going to die first, and it might be him. I'm going to kill him. Seriously.
Well, each marriage is different, and marriage takes a lot of work.
It does.
It takes a lot of work. So the question is, how young do you think is too young to be married?
Me personally, I think you should wait till you're in your 20s because under 20, you're still experiencing life. You're getting to know yourself, and, it's so much in the world to see. So I think once you get like over 25, I say over 25, because
you kind of know what you want. Then.
Right, and then your insurance go down cheaper. Yeah. When you turn 25, your insurance be cheaper, and so I mean it's just a lot. I think under 25, you haven't really experienced life.
Right. And are you ready to settle down with just that one person for the rest of your life? That's the thing.
Right.
Like you want to make that commitment.
Right. I couldn't see proof in the pudding. I mean, I was divorced by 25, 26. Yeah. I just couldn't see
But and we know some people that have been together since high school.
Right.
And
married.
right. Do you want that? But we do have someone special that's sitting out here, Layla. She's been married. Oh gosh, what's your name?
Leia.
Leia.
She's bad with pronouncing anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I'll mess it up in a minute. You better whisper it to me. Leia. Leia, right?
Leia is
Okay,
18 years old and
she's
recently
been married
married.
since 14.
Huh?
Okay, it's a little joke. They're like, huh?
Is that even legal?
Layla
But yeah, she
just got married
just got married. So
in
we want November of last year.
Yeah.
So her 1 year anniversary is coming up.
So Layla, you was what, 18?
Leia.
L, you was married since you was 18? Okay.
Come on.
Come tell us your story, dear.
Tell us.
Say hi to the T family, Leia.
Hello, people.
Yeah.
Hello to the world.
Hello to the world. Can
So,
you lean
Leia,
down a little bit, Leia?
can you squat?
Squat, yeah.
What? Okay.
You a dancer, right?
I got bad knees.
Oh. We had to bring a chair up.
I'm fine right
Sorry, Leia.
So tell us, at
Okay.
18, what prompted you to get married?
Yes.
Okay, so the man that I'm married to, his name is Dorico, but we was talking since we was like friends first, but I met him when I was in 9th grade. I think he was like in 11, I think. But yeah, we was friends, and then like we was like kind of like, it was weird when we first met because we was like So like I low-key had a crush on him, he low-key had a crush on me, but we always like the total opposite. So we was like, no, this ain't gonna work if we was to like date or whatever. So when I got in 11th grade, he was already out of school. I got 11th grade, he had texted me, and this is like when the iMessage games first came out, and he was like, can you play me at basketball? So we started playing basketball, iMessage message, and then I was beating him all the time, so he was like,
He was letting you win.
No, I was beating him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm not gonna stop until I beat you. So them right there is flirting words right there.
Right.
So I told him, I was like, oh. Okay, so ever since then, we was like texting and talking or whatever, and then we got close, and then I felt him trying to talk to me, but I was like, because I was like, he was in Los Angeles, he was in Los Angeles, so I was like,
This was a long distance relationship.
no, it wasn't gonna be no long distance, because I was like, I got to see you, we got to be there, we got to talk, go on dates, so I was like, no. So in about 2 weeks, he was down here, so I was like, dang, he really want to be with me. So yeah, we was friends for like 4 years, and then we got to know each other, we got real close, and then when he came down here, we didn't really jump into it, we was just hanging out to see if this was really gonna work. And then so once we had figured this out, we got closer and closer, and then that when we was just like, bay this, bay that, but we wasn't in a relationship. And so he got to know me, and I got to know him, and then he on July the 3rd, we was in Columbia, and we was at Columbia Mall, and my favorite animal is a panda bear, so he had bought me a panda bear, and in the panda bear, he had wrote a message that was like, he ready to be with me and all this stuff, and he asked me to be his girlfriend, so we got together then, and then
July of last year.
Yeah, July of 2017.
17, okay.
2017, we had got together July 3rd, and then so we what happened after that, girl? Come on. Oh, so after we had got together, we was together for that time, and then we was like, we went through this very hard stage, and we was like, I don't know if it's gonna work. We both stubborn, and our birthday is 5 days apart, so his birthday is August 20th, mine's August 15th.
Wait,
so
he's a Leo too,
yes.
right? Mm-hmm. Like me and my
yeah.
husband.
So we
Leos.
bump heads all the time.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy?
So we bump heads all the time, and we was like, I don't know. So we had this very breakdown. So my mom and his nana, we all had talked. We was like, this is really what we want. And after this, we both had tested each other out to see if we was gonna stay. And I did some stuff, he did some stuff, but we was like, okay, maybe we might be in this forever. So I really wasn't looking for nobody else. I was ready to settle down, same as him. So we had wanted to get our apartment, and so was like, we're gonna go to the courthouse, get our marriage certificate, do it right. We both feel like we're not gonna find nobody else. I really not looking for nobody else. He not looking for nobody else. So that's how we came to the conclusion that we wanted to get married. And so November 30th, we went to the courthouse of 2018, and then on in December we had got our apartment. On December 8th, we moved into our apartment. And ever since then, everything was good. Now we good, and we living our best life. Of course, in marriage, you bump heads or whatever, but I mean.
So you all been together how long? Not married, but together.
3 years. Together 3 years.
So you were 16. How old are you now?
18. I'm 18. I'll be 19 next month.
So they
I
were
think
16.
I was
16.
16 or 17, one on. We got one on, so yeah. So
you don't think being 18
I mean 18, being married at 18 is young, but I mean I feel like I got married for a good reason. I didn't get married just to get married. So
what was your reason?
I got married because I'm ready to settle down. He ready to settle down, and I feel like we're gonna be together for the rest of our life.
So you ready to settle down at 18?
Yeah. I matured at a very younger age.
Gotcha.
I was about 16 already. Like I was doing stuff for myself. You know, I really asked I told my mom, like, okay, like, at this point, I'm ready to do stuff for myself, you know. Because my mom got 3 kids. I know my mom's single mom, so I want to help my mom out. So I would say I am more mature than my sister and my brother, but so, yeah, that's why I feel like I'm older than 18, you know. Yeah. But I know I'm 18, but I feel like I'm older than 18. So, I mean, I know.
You don't have any children?
Like. No.
You don't.
We're not looking for kids right now because I'm trying to get my RN. He got stuff going on, so kids will come later. But right now we're focusing on us and our careers. And
that's
stuff.
good.
And you have a long time. I mean, you know, you're really young, so you have a lot of time to think about babies.
Right.
Well, congratulations to you all.
Thank you.
So, how young do you think is too young?
I mean, I'm not really putting no limit on it because I mean, if you want to get married, hey, be my guest. But I mean.
You feel like if it's true love, and if you think it's true love, then
go
why?
For it. Yeah. I mean, I did it, so why not? Why not other people do it?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Layla.
Leia.
It's fine.
Her name is Leia.
It's I gotta get out this knee. Ooh.
Thank you so much. That's 18 right there.
Right.
It is. I'll be 19 next month. August 15. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And we wish you all nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best.
So, do anyone else want to chime in on this? How young do you think is too young to be married? Sure, come on. This is Tamika.
Terica.
Oh, Terica.
Her name is Terica. How about Tamika?
Hi, Terica.
She renamed everybody.
Hey guys, I'm Terica, Erica with a T. I'm spilling it on you. All right. So, just like the last Leia, it's really weird because she got married in November of last year, and as did I. She's 18, I'm 28, and my husband now, we've been together since we were 18. That's when we got together. We met in college, and we just lived this whirlwind life together.
So you all got married when you was 18?
No, they met.
We just got married.
Met when you was 18?
Yeah, we've been dating since we were 18 together, and we just kind of grew together.
So y'all dated for 10 years?
Yeah, 9 going into our 10th year, straight up, like no back and forth, no off and on, none of that.
Yeah, he had need to make you his wife, because other than that, honey, you had to kill him. Y'all had to be common law married by year 3 anyway.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then it turns out in South Carolina, that's not a thing.
Right.
So you can't live like that. But so we had a very interesting story. We met in college here at Francis Marion. And soon as I met him, right before I met him, my father had passed. And we meet, we have this whirlwind romance. Oh, I love him, yada, yada, yada. Going summer break, 11 months later, my mom passes.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, we just started dating. We were just 2 kids having fun. And, you know, he stuck by me. And he was like having no knowledge about, you know, disrupted households. His parents, they have a great marriage, they have a great life. Not that no one is without fault, but you know, they live nice. They're very sweet kind of people, and you know, to be brought into my world and it's kind of like shaken up, and for him to stick by me, not knowing what to say, how to treat me. And then, we moved in together. I thought, it's time for me to do my own thing. Nobody care for me anymore. So we moved in together, came back here to Florence because I'm originally from Lawrence, South Carolina. Moved away from all my family, my brother, everybody. And we just kind of built our own little life. And, I'm thinking, all right, it's time to get married. Year 1, year 2, time to get married. Year 3, time to get married. And it never happened. I mean, it has happened now. But, I was pressing the fact of us getting married because, I really wanted family.
Right.
And that was no reason to get married.
Right.
Like at that point, I was thinking, I don't have family. I want family. And, I want him to be, he's my rock. He is my family.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes to play basketball overseas. 3 times he went. And so for like 8 to 9 months at a time, I would be here. We did not visit each other. I did not see him. Like 8 to 9 months, like hard down, holding each other down, like pure faith and love. And then comes back here, 3rd time's charm, I guess, and boom, he proposes.
Aww. That's when you know
it's real.
Yeah, that's when it's real. It's really true love.
Yeah.
Because if someone can be gone that many times and still come back, you know what I'm saying? And
y'all don't have any kids.
We do not have any kids. Not looking at any kids. I go see, close my eyes. I don't want to see them. I love kids, but it's not something that we want right now. We've been together for a long time, but we haven't been together for enough time for us to have enjoyed each other.
Right.
Like, grown together. We've got to know each other all over again. So it's been.
So he still plays overseas ball.
Right now, he played overseas ball, and then he was drafted into the D League. And he went over to Salt Lake City for a little while. Then he came back, and then he got a job at Francis Marion.
Okay.
And he works there, and he also has his own basketball business. He trains kids, skills development.
Okay.
So he's always busy. Before I retired from the dance life, we never saw each other. So like our relationship is still pretty new.
Right.
And,
getting to know each other better.
Exactly. From
husband and wife.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, if we would have gotten married probably when we first started dating,
y'all would have been divorced by now.
Somebody might have been dead.
Right.
I don't know what could have happened because we probably would have been like cats in a box. Because I would have been like, I'm your wife and you gone all this time. At that point when he was gone, he didn't owe me anything. I didn't owe him anything. We were just dating.
Right.
But if you're my husband and you're going overseas and I'm not seeing you for 8 to 9 months out of the year, like, I am going to feel some type of way.
Right.
So, even though I felt we were ready at the time, I'm glad that we did not get married.
Yeah.
Because I would have felt he owed me so much.
Yeah.
Not that he owes me that much now, but there's a certain level of loyalty that we share together. So that's just my little 2 cents on it. I mean, when you're ready, you're ready. Like, I know people who got married, grandmas and grandpas, 14 years old, had 25 kids. And,
definitely. That was a thing back then.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's something about just riding it, and if you both are ready at the same time. Like, I was ready and he wasn't ready. And then when he got ready, I was just sure, like, if he asked me, I'm just going to say no because I don't even care no more. Like, I'm just living my own life. And then he asked me.
But aren't you glad that you waited?
I am. I am glad because, I have grown. I've evolved.
Yeah.
We both have grown together.
Right.
We were growing parallel, but, we had that room to
grow
together. And grow together.
Yeah.
So that's just my little 2 cents on it.
Oh, thank you, Teresa.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to die today.
Thank you, Terica.
Thank
Thank you, Terica, for sharing that with us.
Thank you. All right. Anyone else would like to share a story on how young is too young to be married?
No.
If not, we have another topic. But I'm going to grab this chair so that you guys won't have to hurt your knees. All right, guys, as we stuff our face, we're going to continue with our next topic. Our next topic is, Tawan.
Would you, what was it? Would you allow your spouse to be paid $10,000, your spouse, significant other, or your whatever, to be paid $10,000 for someone to view your body nude for 10 minutes?
10,000.
10,000 for 10 minutes. Baby, I am dropping it all quickly. What you want me to take off first? My shirt, my bottom, my hair, my lashes, my earring. What you want off? For $10,000? I could pay my house off. I ain't got but a couple more years on my house. I'm done. Pay me $10,000. We living lavish, you know. I mean, would you? Here you go, got to be politically correct and shit. For $10,000, you wouldn't take your clothes off?
Do I have to be fully nude, or can I like take my shirt off and
Nude.
just have my bra on?
Nude.
Gosh, 10,000. What about 50?
Who in Florence gonna pay you $50,000 to you by the neck?
You're right, but
I mean, the strippers get paid good money, and they don't be fully nude.
true that.
So for $10,000, you wouldn't take your clothes off?
If I wasn't married, I would say yeah.
Oh, well, let me put that part in. If I wasn't married, I'd say yeah.
Oh. So you wouldn't. So if you wasn't married, you would do it.
Yeah, if I wasn't married, I'd do it. If I was married, I'd have to consult my husband first. I'm sure he'd say yeah.
I hope you guys don't mind that we're eating.
Oh.
Listen, we had a restaurant for a birthday party, so we're just having fun tonight. This is a special tea, so hey. All right, guys. So the question is, would you allow your significant other, wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, would you allow them to get nude in front of someone for $10,000
For 10 minutes.
for 10 minutes?
Come on. So this is Twan's birthday. Come on. Talk to us.
Oh,
Would you,
Okay.
not dead. Not dead. Okay, what's the question one time?
would you allow Quan to get
It's
naked
okay.
for $10,000 for 10 minutes?
Hell yeah.
No questions
No
asked.
question asked. They just look as long as they don't touch. We good.
Right.
Look all day.
Make that money.
Make that quick money. We can pay some bills.
Off, right.
Okay. Let
Okay.
that 9 go.
Right. So you said it was okay. Well, how about if it was the other way around? Quan, will you allow it?
Here we-
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, long as it half of it. So I mean, if you say yeah, that means we still get the money. So if I say no, it don't matter.
No, would you allow him to get naked for $10,000 for 10 minutes?
Yeah, like you said, if you ain't touching them, yeah, that's good. You just look. You can get all you want.
But how about if they want to touch?
If they want to touch, they better buy a sex doll.
Quan said you was not touching his goods for no $1, $10, or $10,000.
Okay then. All right, guys. So another topic we want to talk about tonight, because a lot of you are teenagers, so we wanted to talk about bullying. How do you guys feel about, the bullying that's going on? A lot of kids are taking their lives because they're being bullied. Have any of you been bullied before?
Yeah, and
And you would like to talk?
I've been
Tell us.
bullied before.
You want to come up here and talk about that? Not today. Aw, are you gonna get emotional?
You used to be a bully, Quan.
I do.
Why
Oh,
were
you used to be the bully.
Why you?
But I got bullied before. I never really got bullied before, I don't think. I always got, teased or whatever like that, but I don't call that bullying. That's teasing. Oh, that's bullying? Well, I guess. But it's never been like, yeah, I've been bullied before, you said, but it never bothers me. But people, different people cope
Because
with different
you
things.
wasn't bullied like
Yeah, like
to the point of yeah.
Right. I mean, I've been a bully before. I used to bully. I ain't gonna say her name, but it was this girl. I don't know. I used to bother her. I was in 4th grade. With me and this other girl. We used to. I don't know.
Yeah.
She one of the ones out in the woods.
Just because.
Yeah, I guess it was like a just because thing. Like now looking back on it,
She coming up? Okay.
and now looking back on it, it's like I could believe I used to do that. I regret it.
Well, yeah. You regret
Take you
that.
some napkins, please. So you used to be bullied.
Okay, so
I guess you can be a queen.
You have to talk.
okay, speak loud. So, not necessarily like with my peers at high school or anything like that, but
When I was doing ballet, and I did ballet for a pre-professional company for 16 years. I started when I was 3 years old, and majority of the girls that I danced with were Caucasian. I was the only black girl, and my first time, like for auditions or whatever, we had to hold hands, and this one girl was like, "I don't want her hand, she's dirty," or whatever. And I would never forget that because like I really did, like in the class I'm looking at my hands like, am I dirty? Or and then like once I got older, I'm still dancing with the same girls, still the only black girl there, and I was shaped differently. They were a lot thinner than me, and I was a lot more muscular than them. So certain stuff didn't fit me how they fit them. Sometimes my teachers would be like, you need to lose a little bit more weight. And I wasn't necessarily fat. I was just muscular. And I had hips. And, I don't know why I felt like I was developing a little bit more different than what they were or whatever. And that would bother me. And the last time, I was 12 years old when I got my first solo. And we would learn our dances off the TV from the previous performance that we had. We would learn it, And the girl that she had on a black tutu. It was an all black tutu, and it had like little red, sparkles on it. And I was like, I can't wait to put that black tutu on because that was the solo that I had. And once they put the black tutu on me, they was like, it's too dark on you. We're gonna put you in a bright red tutu.
Wow.
And I was just like, it's always something. Like, it's just always something. But at school, I was it. Yeah. But once I got to dance, like, I felt different about myself. I felt like I was too big. I was, my hair I was not putting my hair in a bun because I got my hair done every Wednesday, and it was a wrap. Right. And I was like, I can't put my hair in a bun. I don't wash my hair every night like how y'all do. So I'm leaving my hair down. And some of the girls got mad about that, too. So it was just, I don't know.
And that company is local?
Yeah. It's South Carolina Dance Theater. And it's a great company. But, I was the only black girl ever there. So, wow. And my teacher loved me. It was more the parents and the students. Because the other thing, my mama was the only one that was a single parent. So, they had mom and dad at home. And none of their moms worked. My mama worked.
Gotcha.
And they couldn't understand that. And then once I got in high school, I wanted to make my own money. So sometimes I would miss practice, and I would learn the dances on my free time, come back in the studio and kill it. Mm-hmm. And they couldn't understand that because she wasn't here last week because I was at Zaxby's at the drive-thru.
Taking orders
so I can, make money in high school. So,
right.
But other than that.
So you don't dance with that company anymore?
No, because once you're 18, you can't be in that company anymore.
Oh, okay.
And I did dance with Alvin Ailey in New York.
Okay.
For an intensive program, 2 summers after I got out of that company. And when I got there, I felt great. Like, I felt like I fit in. Yeah. Everybody was black. Everybody had the same body type as me. Everybody danced like me. Everybody listened to the same music that I would listen to outside of dance. Like it was great.
So you never thought about going into dance and be like an instructor?
Yeah, but it really did scar me. Dancing with that company scarred me because I was just like, what I learned was not the typical black ballerina type of dance. Right. It was classical ballet. Like, I was like, these little black girls aren't going to want to do this. They're going to want to, shake their butts or, do a little bit more contemporary dance or jazz or whatever. They're not going to want to do the Nutcracker or Sleeping Beauty or, it's a lot more harder to, be a classical ballerina. So I was just kind of, discouraged. So I stopped or whatever. But I think about it all the time.
Yeah. I think you should do it. What do you having, a girl or a boy?
I'm having a boy. Oh, and I'm excited about that because we have all girls. So
right. That's awesome. Yeah. I think you could do dance.
Every time I can, so we took these.
That's fine.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. That's it. That's my story.
Yeah, that can scar you. I was bullied when I was in middle school. I had 2 bullies. And when we were in Columbia, we had a school called Warlaw Elementary, Warlock Intermediate because it was the 5th and 6th grade, but then they closed it down because the school was so run down, and they merged us over to St. Andrews, which was in Portables. So then when we merged, both my bullies was at the same school. So one bully made me fight the other bully. So then I ended up fighting both of the bullies, but I never got suspended because I was always, the quiet one. And my mom was a single parent too, but I always had everything. I never wanted for anything.
Right.
I owned probably 3 pair of jeans when I was growing up because I just didn't wear jeans. I wore blazers and slacks and pin loafers. I went to Millie Lewis modeling school in Columbia. They told me I would never be a model because I was too short. Which I am short, but what is that to tell somebody that's paying their money, to do their thing? But so yeah, I fought my bullies, and my daughter was a bully at one time. I had to beat her ass because you ain't gonna bully nobody.
Right.
That's not nice.
You got to show the bully was.
So she got out of that. She got out of that quick because my daughter was like bigger than all her friends. She was taller, but not all her friends bigger than her. But yeah, But my son, he wasn't never that type of person. My son was always the meek and mild, quiet one. But I don't like bullies.
Yeah.
I have no place to put a bully.
Right.
And if a bully get beat up, then good. Because people that scars a
Yeah, it will
child.
scar you forever.
Yeah.
Like even being an adult, you
Right.
still feel the same
Yeah.
way.
Right.
Like
You think about why wasn't I good enough? Why that person bullied me?
Yeah. Yeah, I said, well, I hate you went through that. Well, do you think that was kind of stopped you from dancing?
no, because it's not the only place I've ever danced, but me it kind of stopped me from wanting to share what I had going on. I had 2 different types of lifestyles. I had who I was at school and then who I was in the studio. So a lot of my friends, even my close friends, didn't know I did ballet at all because I was just like, it's a different world. Like once I got to, my mom would say it all the time, I'll pick you up from school, Zara, you don't even talk the same. When I pick you up from the studio, you a little bit more proper.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it was just,
Adjusting to your environment.
yeah, because I don't know, I felt normal at school.
Right.
Like,
Because
I could wear
it's
my
more
jeans.
your kind.
Yeah, my jeans was curvy, and it was okay to be curvy
Right.
in school. And then once I got to dance, I was just like, my hips are a little bit bigger or whatever. But no, it didn't stop me because I still be dancing.
Yeah.
Not right now, y'all, because I'm 9 months. But I still be dancing, and I think I'm gonna go back to it after
We
think
got to
you
embrace
should.
our curves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to look different.
Yeah, once
You know what I'm saying?
once I got a certain age, I was like, look, this is who I am. I
Right.
like to eat. We would have our first performance, and we would have this thing called a gala or whatever, and we would go all out to eat just to celebrate opening night. And everybody at the table ordering Caesar salads. They get to me. I'm like, can I get the full rack of ribs?
Extra barbecue sauce.
Yeah, and I want a side of fries. And then my teacher would be like, Zara, you gotta eat different. And I'm like, look, this is what I like. I don't like
Right.
rabbit food.
Right.
And that's what I ate. So, I don't know. At one point, I was just like, I'm just gonna be myself.
Right. And that's all you should be is yourself. Don't change for no one.
Yeah.
So that was good that you did stay with that particular program for a long time.
Right.
You
Long
didn't
time.
let them get
Break
in your
you.
head and
Right.
make you leave.
And my instructor had my back. She had my back all the time. She would be like, look, this is what they're saying, but I know this is what you can do or whatever. Because it was once I got to the point where I had the biggest solo in the production. She was telling me like, these girls don't think you can do it because I was working. I was, I
And they
worked.
didn't have to.
Yeah, and they didn't have to. And it would be like, well, Zari's not here. How come she gets this part, this role or whatever? And she was like, because she deserved it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do you see any of them girls like in passing or anything?
I see them now, and to this day, they don't work. So I'm a server at Texas Roadhouse currently, and when I would see them, I still feel some type of way because I know they don't work, and I know they may still be looking at me like, oh, she's a server or whatever.
Yeah.
I would have been drop some tea. Oh, excuse me.
But yeah, and then some of them are my friends or whatever because they don't judge. But
Right.
I don't know. It's okay.
And that's why that's another question. Do you think it's okay for someone to be a privileged child? Like, do you think a parent should give their child everything, raising them up like, you know what I'm saying, to look down on others that's not like them, so to say?
Well, I wasn't privileged, and again, like I said, I'm not from here. But when I grew up in Columbia, I was that child that looked down on others. Because I mean, I had everything. I had it all, and then I ended up going to something to my mama, and it's a long.
So you was
my
one
grandma.
of those ones that.
I was spoiled. I'm still spoiled because my husband, no means yes, and yes means yes. But my mom don't even tell me. At 45, my mom don't tell me no.
Yeah.
If I said, "Ma, I need," she'll say, "Well, let me cash app you."
Are you the only child?
I'm my mom's only child. My
Okay.
daddy got another daughter, but yeah, I'm my mom's only
Yeah.
child. So
Well, and I feel like, I mean, even taking vouch for this, we didn't want for anything coming up either. But I never did look down on other people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I did
we.
when I lived in
I
Columbia.
think, I think it's levels to it because I was very privileged. I was the only child for 14 years, and I
Right.
got everything, and my mom made sure I had everything.
Yeah.
But then once I got to dance, with the other girls, and
You
I was
still
like,
felt
It's a
like
different
something was
type of.
missing.
yeah,
it's
like
yeah.
I used to be like, well, Mom, they got these point shoes. I gotta go ahead and get,
Yeah.
And my mom would be like, well, those are these things $80 a pair. I need a pair every 3 weeks. Like we had to get
Yeah.
together, and then they buying 2 or 3 pairs. I'm like, well, I'm gonna make sure mine don't get dirty because these are the ones I'm performing in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at school, I was at the top, but at dance, I was just like,
Yeah.
and even summer vacation, they would be like, oh, we going to Disney now. We going to, we going on the ski trip.
Yeah.
I'm going to my grandma's house.
Right.
So
Getting them buttermilk biscuits.
That
yeah,
was me too.
picking up pecans.
Yeah,
with my
picking
grandma.
up pecans, shelling the butter beans.
Right.
That has to be fun summers. Yeah, sit on the tree shade, shelling peas.
Yeah, I ain't had no problem with it. But then, we get back and we telling our stories. And I'm like, yeah, I was at my grandma's house.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks that we certain
Society.
people have to go through that in life. With the bullying, and feeling like you're not where you should be, or you're not where your peers are, or you know what I'm saying. Like, it sucks, but it's life. And that's just something that we have to, not the bullying part. I'm not saying that we have to deal with that, because bullying needs to stop, definitely. That's not a good thing. Just because someone don't look like you, don't dress like you, don't act like you, don't talk like you, doesn't give you the right to pick on someone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that definitely needs to stop. Sorry, thank you for sharing your story.
You're welcome, guys. Thank y'all.
You're welcome. So much fun out on location. We had sweet tea tonight, guys. Not our normal hot tea.
It wasn't all that sweet either.
But yeah, it was
You could
good.
tell Win made it.
It
I'm
was
just saying.
delicious, though. All right, birthday boy, what do you like to
Both
say?
of y'all submitted at the same time. Well, I can talk about the topic we were just talking about too.
Sure, if you would like.
I lost my thought.
About bullying?
Oh, bullying. Okay, the recent one that I remember, the boy killed himself because his sexuality, and that's the big thing now. Bullying over sexuality or whatever. And of course, I've been bullied for my sexuality all throughout school. And it took me until my end of my junior year. Going into my senior year, that
You
summer.
gonna lay it on your head.
Yeah, it about over. She lasted good. Just take it on down. But yeah, it took until my junior year going into my senior year to really start getting comfortable with myself. And when I really got comfortable with myself, it really came when I came out to everybody. And it's when I went back to school, I just felt like
A load was
a
off.
load, a whole load. And to anybody that's been bullied for their sexuality, I just feel, it don't come easy. And you just have to love yourself.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta build confidence. It's hard, low self-esteem and stuff like that. But you really the day is gonna come when you just be accept for yourself. You're gonna live for yourself and not nobody else. Nothing is more better than your own happiness, and what makes you happy should be what makes you happy, not nobody else. Don't try to satisfy nobody else.
Right.
So yeah, now I'm 19 and fine and fabulous and booed up and about to be 20 in like 365 more days. So I'm getting old.
So,
yeah.
what advice would you give someone that wants to come out but don't know how to come out?
Listen, take your time.
Okay.
Take your time. That's the biggest thing. Just take your time. You don't have to rush it. Long as you're comfortable with yourself, it's for nobody else to understand. And like I said, the day will come when you know for yourself. Like, okay, I'm comfortable with myself. You know, at the end of the day, it's nobody's business. But, you know, you're not going to always want to go out all the time feeling like somebody's like, oh, well, you know, this happened. You know, you feel like you're not living your truth, basically.
That's what I say for the ones that are afraid to come out. I feel like they're not living. Like they're missing out on life because they're not living their true life. They're not being who they really are. Does that make sense?
It does, but like I say,
But
ain't nobody business but yours. Don't rush it. Don't. I get what you're saying, but I'm just
yeah.
But yeah,
So
don't
you
rush
feel
it.
like don't rush it. Take your time coming out.
Because it starts with you. Like I don't feel like you should be like, okay, well, I'm tired of going through, you know, being out with people and, you know, people looking at me this way or whatever. I'm going to just go ahead and tell everybody so I can stop feeling this way.
Right.
Don't do it and then later on you be like, oh, I just wish I never did that because you didn't wait to see was you okay with yourself before you decide to come out to everybody
You was
else.
trying to please other people.
So make sure, just take your time. That's the biggest thing.
Cause see, that's like in previous shows. You know, I'll be the first to say, just come on out the closet. Just, you know. So now I get it now. You got to be comfortable within yourself first before you can come out to other people.
Right.
But that's just like the married man, the one we had last week. The married man that's been married to his wife for 3 years, and he's been with another man for 2 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, Tangy Tea of Life. Make sure y'all subscribe.
So, I think that in that case, he needs to, you know, tell his wife. He needs to come out because it's no waiting because
see,
you're gonna
and
be mad.
that's why we said come on out the closet, because you're putting this lady's life in jeopardy. You sleeping with her. You sleeping with this man for the past 2 years, having an affair with this man.
You got too many blankets over you. You're covering up too much, and like after a while, it's gonna be like it's gonna get like you gotta get out of this. So either you gonna tell it, or it's just gonna come out to her.
Yeah. So in a situation like that, do you feel like he should come out, or
You think he still wait till he's
or
ready?
wait until?
I mean,
he's
wait
ready?
until you're ready, but you don't want to play with nobody's emotions. Don't waste nobody's time.
He also said that a woman does nothing for him. He's always known that he wants to be with the man. He just always
Right.
dealt with women
Because he wanted
as
to
a cover
hide
up.
who, yeah.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah, he don't want to come out because he's a lawyer.
He's
and
a
he
lawyer.
don't want, people looking at him
A certain
in
type of way.
Yeah, because he's the guy that's sleeping with. He's married and sleeping with the guy on the side. He's a lawyer and he don't want to jeopardize his profession. He don't want people looking at him.
So did he already come out on it?
No.
Oh, so y'all just know tea.
Yeah.
Right.
Tangy Tea of Life.
And he also said that women does nothing for him. He's only dealt with women
for a cover up.
for a cover up, but he's always been attracted to a man. He's a masculine man.
Yeah, like deep voice, like you wouldn't.
You would
think-
look at him and say that he's.
Is he on post?
No,
No.
He wrote a
He
letter.
wrote a letter.
No.
He wrote a letter.
Oh, he was on the pose. Oh,
The show.
I haven't
I
seen. I
haven't
haven't
seen
watched
it.
Y'all
it.
gotta watch it.
I don't.
Y'all gotta watch it.
I'm gonna go watch that. I heard that's a good show.
It is.
That man with the like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we said to him, he needs to come out,
Yeah.
and we need to do a follow up
But
with him.
now hearing your side of it, I get it now that you have to be comfortable within yourself before you can come out. Just to say
I think
I'm
he's
out.
comfortable because he's sleeping with another man for 2 years.
But he can't be comfortable if he's hiding it.
He's scared.
He's scared of what people
He's scared what people
He's
gonna
scared of what
think.
people's
Yeah,
gonna
people gonna
say.
say.
And think.
My opinion is because I can actually say I've been there because I
Can you
didn't
come
have
over
a.
here?
Yeah.
All right, speak up. Okay, what are your thoughts?
I can kind of relate because at one point before, like I actually came out. Well, I never really did come out. It just naturally came. I did have a girlfriend at one point, and I started dealing with this boy. That's a whole nother story. I started dealing with this boy, and it was reasons why I started like actually talking to boys, and it was like more of a reason with me and my home situation.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I was looking for love, but I was looking in the wrong places.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted the love from like certain individuals I stayed with, but I wasn't getting it. And when I had a girlfriend, I mean, it was love, but it was like it's not enough. And so that when I started actually talking and dealing with boys, and it was like, yes, I love this, I like that. And
So you were more comfortable.
Yeah, is it because you all had, you knew what he wanted, he knew what you wanted,
Mhm.
you know, vice versa than the girl knowing
it
what
was like
you
more of a
really-
lust thing. Most people think love is lust, and it's not. And I had to learn that as I was like getting older. I did use her as a cover up. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna use her as a cover. It wasn't like that. It was just something that happened, and for me to actually like get rid of her, I had to get comfortable with myself because I wasn't comfortable with myself. I'm like, finna walk. I'm like, oh, I'm gay. Like who? Nobody's going to do
Yeah.
this. So it's like, if you're going to be gay, you have to get comfortable with yourself, and when the time comes, then it'll just come.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you was doing the cover up too, because you
Yeah.
didn't want anyone to know
know.
at that time.
Right.
But when it was time and you was comfortable within,
Mhm.
that's when you
Yeah.
you
But
shared.
you didn't really like come out. You were just more just
Like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
right.
So how did your parents take it? Like, I mean, that's if you want to share that. I mean, you don't
I
have to
can
get
share.
into details.
I'm
just,
grown, so I mean.
Yeah.
Well, my mom, and I love my mom. If you're not watching this, I do love you. But she ended up texting me one day in school, and she was like, "Son, be honest, is you gay? Do you like boys?" And during the time, it was both. I was like, "Yeah, I like both or whatever." She was just like, "Oh, that's nasty, and I didn't raise you like that. You know, we go because we grew up in the church. I was a church drummer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they say about the church drummers.
Mm-hmm.
But
Gets around, baby.
okay, the church drummer serious. But
They beating them drums, honey.
but yeah, we grew up in church, and so to us, that's not the godly way.
Yeah. So she wasn't really comfortable
She
with it.
wasn't with it at all. Like at
Did you grow up in a 2-parent home or just
you
your
know, just
oh,
one.
okay.
My daddy died when I was like 2,
Okay.
and it got to the point where we was like getting arguments. I had got kicked out of the house. At one point, I was staying with my coach, and it was not good at all.
Yeah.
But after a while, I didn't grow up and we got closer. I don't stay with her anymore. It's like now that we don't stay together, it's like we getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
And now she accept it. So now when we be on the phone, I'm like, girl, let me tell you, and it's good now.
Yeah.
So I guess with some parents, you just have to get on time. They're not gonna be for it.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And especially the ones that like grew up in the church.
Right.
You know, it's gonna take time for them
And
to
she was
understand.
a church singer, so we was like in the church. We was in there. So yeah. But now everything is good.
Yeah. So did you feel like Quan was saying, it was like a load off when
Yeah.
you know,
When she
finally
found-
when everyone pretty much
When she
know.
asked me, it was like she upset, but that just feels so good. It felt so good because it's like when they call it DL, when you down low, it's like you're in a dark place. And when I used to come home, I used to go straight to my room, shut the door, lock the door. I don't want to be
Depressed.
bothered, very depressed. I used to come home crying. And the only way I used to like feel better is through dance. And that when I got introduced to dance, that was like
Yeah.
a couple of years ago. So it was like that was my only outlet. And she wasn't for that either because it was like a girly. To them, to other people, it's a girly type of dance. It's
Yeah.
called majorette.
Yeah.
It's a girly type of dance. But little do they know the man's is what created the Jason style. So
Oh, okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you for sharing your story.
problem.
And you can stay right there.
Okay.
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up.
Come on.
Coming up.
He said,
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up Tangy Tea of Life. Quan, thank you wherever you're at. Thank you so much for allowing us to come to your birthday party, celebration, and sharing our tea right here with everyone. We guys, thank you so much for sharing your stories with us. And guys, thank you so much for watching as you do every week. We appreciate you. Don't forget to go to our Facebook page and click like. That's Tangy Tea of Life. Also, go to our channel on YouTube, Tangy Tea of Life. and subscribe to our channel. Leave comments. If you have topic suggestions, make sure you go to our email, tangyteaoflife@gmail.com, and leave topic suggestions for us. If you would like to be a guest on our show, leave your information right there, and I will get back with you, tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. Thank you all so much for sharing your story and allowing us to come
Is this
here.
the final taping for the season?
No.
We don't do seasons, baby. We take year
All the
round.
time, y'all.
Every month, twice a week.
Right. Guys, thank you so much. And until next time, we will see you then. Bye.